Yo guys, I'm Niek from the Produce School and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video I'm going to create a melodic techno remix of Fret Against Turn On The Lights Again. I think you all have heard this track and it also sounds like a track that fits really well to the genre I want to remix it in. So I'm really curious about how that will turn out. For now, let's just dive straight into the video. So I have the original track right here. Probably all know this track already, and I think it's a really cool track. So the first thing you actually want to do when creating a remix is just scan through the track and search for parts that are like valuable that you can use in your remix. So in this case, I have this pre-vocal thing right here. Elements like this are really cool to give extra attention because it's actually just a part of a clean a cappella, which you can use, for example, on your drop in a remix or as a pre-drop vocal. Furthermore, here in the track is some kind of switch up. And I think that will be an ideal spot to start the drop. And then this part is really dope. And I think it's also usable, for example, on top of your drop or something. So let's just put that away right now. Then here I want to start the drop. And actually that vocal, we might want to replace this right here. To have like a bit more of a clean pre-drop vocal. So right here I want the drop to start, and I'm going to try to find some kind of elements right here with the drums that I can put in the drop as well. So we have this breakbeat right here. And we can actually copy, for example, this part and then put it here. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's a really easy way to copy the vibe of the original track into your drop for the remix. You actually want to have, for example, the drop and the rest of the track to fit together, and this is a really easy way. You could also just use, for example, the same rhythm, but for now I'm going to use this breakbeat, I think, in the drop. Furthermore, I want to roll off the low end from the original track because I'm going to add my own low end in the form of a bass and a kick. And you don't really want that to clash, so just roll off the low end and you will be good to go to add some of your own basses or kicks underneath the original track. Alright, so now let's try to come up with a bass line. There are definitely different approaches to this. First of all, you could just follow the bass line in the original track and the chords in the original track, but in this case, especially for this style, I think it's much more unique and it just makes the remix way sicker if you come up with something original just by like creating a bass by ear. So I'm not going to search for the chords of this track, but I'm just going to try to come up with something cool that might like kind of change the vibe of the track, if you get what I mean. I'm using this preset from the Horizon pack, which is a really simple saw bass with a filter on it and some distortion. And now I'm going to try to come up with something cool. Okay, I think that sounds pretty sick. So it is just like trying to hear what sounds right to you. Maybe if you just start out, it can be a bit hard. So you can also just stick to the bass line in the original track. But I prefer to do it this way. Now let's add some rhythm to that bass. For the mixing part of this bass, I just rolled off the high end, added a bit of delay, which just contributes to the groove a little bit, and some sidechain. And that delay, it really makes a huge difference. You will immediately hear that. Just make sure that you don't forget to configure the low and high cut of the delay, because it makes a huge difference, and all these lows and really high frequencies in your delay will make it really muddy, and that will immediately turn your whole mix into something muddy, because the bass in this style is really one of the core elements of the track. So next, let's add a kick. I'm going to just take one from the Horizon pack. So I chose this kick, which is really deep and punchy. And let's copy this kick right here. So I think the structure is there, just some kind of intro break part, then a little build up, and then the drop right here. Let's just continue working on that. I think I want to add some kind of top melody to get a bit of a better feeling on where I want to take this. So let's just do that. Okay, so I loaded this plug called Timeless. So it's a really simple but a really effective plug to use, and it's basically again a saw wave with a filter, some hyper on it to make it really wide, some short delay, compressor, and an EQ. And let's now come up with something cool on top of the bass line. Also, let's randomize the velocity levels a little bit. Maybe we can add a really fast note or something. Something like this, maybe. I added a low cut and some sidechain on it, and it sounds like this. Let's also automate the cutoff and try to do something with that. Maybe I even want to boost the high mids a little bit. Okay, so the vibe is really nice already. Now I want to add some synths on top of it to really get that Adriatique kind of style. And the first one that I want to use is the CS80 pad. So let's try to create something on top of the bass line. So for sure, let's copy the bass notes. Let's turn it into some chords. Let's also add some rhythm on the end of every bar. So I'm just trying to create some kind of vibe with these notes at the end of every bar. Okay, let's just for now hear what it sounds like on the original. Okay, maybe I want to add some more high notes or shift it up. Yeah, I think that will sound better. And now I want to layer it with a piano, which is this one. And let's take off the reverb. I put both of the synths in a bus and added some cool effects to really make it dreamy. So first of all, there's an echo boy, which is just a simple delay. Then a crystallizer. Then a crystallizer which is pitched up 1 octave, and it's really cool, the effect it gives. Just high pitched crystals that make it a really dreamy sound. And then some reverb. And of course a bit less low end on the synths. So let's layer them right here and see what that sounds like. Let's also create an automation clip for the sidechain, because I don't want it in this part right here. Okay, so that sounds really nice already. Let's try to blend in this part of the track. And I'm going to do that by making it unique and adding it to a different mixer track. And then cut out even more of the low end. Maybe even with the preset to make it a hard cut. And add some sidechain. And because of this really harsh low cut, you almost don't hear that bass underneath it. So I think we can use it on top of this. So let's listen. Okay, so I might want to filter it in towards the drop outro. So something like this. Let's create a low cut filter on the bass. So I don't want that low end right here. Okay, so right now I'm going to work on the drums and FX a little bit more. And once I finished, I will get back. Alright, so I added a few more elements. For example, some more drums. And that sounds like this. So I added this clap and some toms. And this high perk, which is which is really nice and just adds that little ear candy that you want. Of course, with a fret again breakbeat. That sounds really nice. Then for the effect part, just a impact and some short sweeps. And some atmospheres and final crackle. And in the build-up, there is an uplifter and a drum fill. Alright, and furthermore, I added a low cut filter on the kick right here. So that's just a subtle introduction of the kick, and then right here it opens up. And that's basically it for this remix. It's a pretty simple remix. I think it turned out really cool in such a short time. And now I'm just going to play the end result for you so you can hear what it sounds like.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. The things I'm going through and what they going through right now is like, tell her I've been looking for. Tell her I've been looking for.
Alright, so that's it for this video. I really enjoyed making this tutorial and I'm pretty happy with the end result. And I hope you guys liked watching this too. As always, all of the sounds used are from our sample packs, which you can find in the link in the description. We recently released some really cool sample packs, so it's definitely worth to check that out. If you have any questions or suggestions, make sure to leave a comment down below. And also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on a new video. For now, I want to thank you guys for watching and I see you guys in the next video.
My focus is you, love. It's not hard to choose, love. It all feels so new, love. You're pulling me through.